What is going on, Sitting Thick movement? So today, basically, I kind of want to educate some of you guys like that just don't know about 22x14s or 14 wides in general. I basically just want to make this video to you guys that are in the market for these kind of wheels and don't know too much about them and kind of want to know the pros and the cons, and if the pros outweigh them. By the way too, if you guys like my truck and stuff, definitely go follow the Instagram. It's always in the description. All my videos, I have my Instagram in the description, so definitely check that out. Sitting Thick movement, all one word. And definitely consider subscribing to the channel too, because there's going to be a bunch more upgrades. Taillights are going to be coming in a couple months. Once I get back home, I'm going to be able to put those together, so that'll be pretty badass. So I just kind of want to just give you the basic breakdown of like I've been running these for about a year, and honestly for me the pros outweigh the cons, but yeah, it's just up to you guys what it's going to be. So basically I'm just going to go into the cons first of these wheels. So right now I'm living in an apartment complex. It's the first time I ever like brought my truck to apartment complex, so I'm really like figuring out like how effed up it is. But having these wide ass wheels, it's kind of shitty because you have tight spots in apartment complexes because they want to fit 1 million people in a tiny parking lot. So all these spots are basically like compact spots. So I have a clip and you can see that like I'm not over the line. Most of the spots are not that wide, so most of the spots I'm actually over the line, but still even in that spot I'm still almost hugging the lines. So one thing that I've actually saw is some dude with 12 wides. I've saw like a dude basically open his door into his freaking wheel, and then he just ended up driving off. So that's one thing that really sketches me out, and that's definitely a con, is that when you're really hugging a parking spot like that and people don't know that your wheels are sticking out like that, they're just gonna ding your freaking wheels. And of course too, like you're always gonna be parking in parking spots because you might take it shopping, wherever, just going to like a hardware store. So you just kind of got to deal with it being that your wheels are going to really be taking up the whole spot, and you just got to watch out for people like door dinging you and stuff. So a second con with the 14 wides is the 14 wides sticking out 5 inches out the wheel well. You're obviously going to get when you're on dirt roads, wherever, even on streets, there's still going to be rocks, gravel, wherever you're driving. So that's one big thing that sucks about the 14 wides, is they're going to kick up a shit ton of rocks, and they're going to be hitting the side of your fenders, wherever, the body of your truck, doors, and all that kind of stuff. So you're going to have to kind of deal with the rock chips and stuff. So that's definitely a second thing that that kind of sucks about the 14 wides. Everything that I'm saying, it's worse with 16 wides. So if you go with 16 wides, you got 3 inches more of tire, and that's going to be just kicking up a lot more shit on your truck. Third con, obviously, with the 14 wides is basically just absolutely screwing up your suspension. Obviously, with the center line of the wheel pushed back 76 millimeters, that's basically like 3 to 4 inches back. So obviously the whole weight of the wheel is way like on the outside of your truck, instead of where they're supposed to be on like stocks, right over all the suspension components. So obviously the stress is way out there, and it's just putting a bunch of stress on obviously your ball joints and tie rods and all that kind of crap. So obviously you're going to be going through ball joints, and a bunch of your suspension components, you're going to be going through them every probably like 20 to 40,000 miles, depending on like what kind of driving you do. If you're on obviously just flat roads and stuff, you're not going to have too much of a problem. But if you're going off-roading, and I take my truck hunting, so I know I'm going to be going through them like kind of quick, not too quick. So obviously for the first pro is going to be the look. This wide stance is like, just, it looks so sick to me. Obviously older people, they might not care, so this video doesn't pertain to you, you don't give a shit. But definitely for the people that like that wide stance, like this is just a badass look. So definitely the first pro is definitely gonna get a nice stance look, sitting out 5 inches out your wheel well, and 16 wides are just gonna be sticking way out there. So definitely a pro is the look. So another pro is that if you're pretty lifted, you're pretty up there, and you have like 14 or 16 wides, like definitely just being wider, if you take like a turn too quick, like you never know, you can freaking flip a truck, like so. Or if someone just T-bones you, you're prone to flipping. Like me, I'm leveled, so it's not like a big deal. I don't think it would ever really happen like that. But someone that's lifted, they could tip the truck. But now with it being stance and having your wheel way out of your wheel well, then it's going to be way better, because obviously you're gonna have more of a stance, and it's less prone to flipping over. So that's definitely a pro to, you know, having the wide wheels. So the last pro of having, you know, 14 wide wheels like that is, you know, basically you could step on them, you could easily, you know, access your bed. Instead, like if you have like stocks on there, it's gonna be kind of hard to get your foot under the fender and everything. So when you got the 14 wides, then you could easily just step on there and access a bunch of stuff on your bed. So it's basically like a step stool, but you know, it's part of the truck. So that's definitely the third reason why 14 wides are the shit. So if you guys enjoyed this video and it's hopefully gonna help you out in the future or right now with you, you know, trying to figure out if you want to run 14 wides or go with something a little smaller like a 9 wide, 10 wide, definitely leave a like and definitely subscribe to the channel, because like I said, more upgrades are gonna be coming to this truck. Like literally this is my first truck, so I'm gonna build this thing to, you know, how I want it. I'm not gonna go sell it or whatever. Like this truck's gonna stay with me for a long time. I've had this thing for 3 years and I'm still gonna keep this and really build my dream truck. So definitely give it a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Yeah.